Hola guys, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'd be ranting more about my Synology NAS, the DS220 Plus. And what I'd be doing is I'd be changing out the drives. Right now, I have two 4 terabyte hard disks installed in there. Total capacity of 8 terabytes, again in a RAID 0 configuration. And I'd be changing it to uh, one 8 terabyte using SHR, Synology Hybrid RAID. I won't be discussing here in this video the different RAID types. Simply said, I'm just using SHR for simplicity as it's been mentioned here. Best used when combining hard disks of varying sizes. Uh, I was actually debating to choose SHR or RAID 1. I actually have two 8 terabytes here with me, but for the sake of this video, I'd only be doing one 8 terabyte and adding another one in the future for future video content. Unfortunately, for RAID 1, it doesn't support a single hard disk, so that's out of the question. But in regards to redundancy, if you have two disks, they're practically the same. So in regards to DS220 Plus, it doesn't really matter if you choose SHR or RAID 1. If I'm not mistaken, RAID 1 is a bit faster in regards to read and write opposed to SHR. That's all I can say about that. Otherwise, I'm still using, or I'm still leaning towards using SHR for in regards to, in case I'd be replacing my NAS with a different one, something like that. Anyway, bottom line, I'm choosing SHR right now with a single 8 terabyte hard disk drive. Do take note, if you use one single hard disk in SHR type, you won't have any redundancy. So there you have it. And next thing you'd want to do is go to your Synology NAS and hyper backup, back your files up. Right now, the total size I have, actually, the total size was somewhere around 7 terabytes. I had to reduce it a bit or a lot. Right now, it's down to 1.41, and it's been backed up to my external USB disk, USB 2 terabyte portable drive. So after me personally, I made sure everything's updated. In your situation may vary depending on how you use your NAS. But me personally, I don't have any problems with updating my DSM regularly. So what I did was I updated everything in the information center. 1 second. I upgraded everything in the information center. Everything's updated. All the applications are updated so that when I change the drives out or when I install the new drive in and reinstall DSM, I'd simply choose the newest version and be done with it. But again, your situation may vary, so you may need to have a different version or whatnot. It'll depend entirely on you. All right. So after backing that up, me again, I'd want to shut the NAS down using this one here. This way, I'd be able to better monitor it if it's properly shut down, opposed to just pressing the button over to your device. So okay, let's just wait for this to power off, and let me just install the 8 terabyte drive in real quick, and I'd be right back. So here we go. I just installed the new hard drive in, and just heard the Synology beep, and I went to find.synology.com, and here it is. Looks about right. Connect. I won't be going through this installation. This video won't be about that. More on the hyper backup and restoring, changing the drives and restoring the backup point, right? and click on install. But I just want to say, if you're using an older version, DSM version, you may want to download that version first so that you could manually upload it and install that particular version. Me, as I've mentioned earlier, doesn't really matter, so I just use the latest version here. And I understand that. Continue. All right, so installation is complete. First, we'd want to create our storage pool and volume and start. Yeah, as I've mentioned, I'm pretty satisfied with RAID 0, but as I've mentioned earlier, I'm choosing SHR for this one. Storage pool description, NAS. Next, and this drive here. Next, and perform for the sake of speeding things up, I'd be skipping to perform drive check. All right, and use maximum NAS, and that one's good there already, and apply. Okay. As most users or YouTubers or in the forums never tire of saying, RAID is not backup, all right? As I've mentioned, I can't emphasize it enough. I know I've mentioned this already earlier, but it's just for redundancy in my use case, all right? And everything seems good. Data scrubbing, you could perform it now or later, but again, to speed things up, I'll be skipping on that one. All right. And then next thing you'd want to do is log in as an admin. So go to control panel, user and group, admin here, edit, enable that account, click on save, and sign out. Sign out and log in as admin. I'm sorry, I wasn't able to change the password. There you go. Save, sign out. Let's log back in, all right? There you go. And start. Let's exit that. And then you'd wanna download Hypervault, or rather Hyper Backup. Let's install this real quick and open it. Make sure your USB drive where the backup is installed is connected to the NAS and click on open. We don't want to back things up. We want to restore files and settings. Choose this option here, restore from existing repositories, local folder and USB. Next, that's the one there. Next, restore configuration, all systems, and things will be renamed. That's okay. Yes, everything. I want to restore everything. Next. Okay, before I proceed there, I want to show you guys a quick example real quick. Right now, I have both Ethernets connected in to my router, and it's aggregated. Um, If we check here right now, there's no link aggregation being done. Like for example, create bond, everything's set to stock configuration. All right, we have LAN 1 and LAN 2 here. One thing of checking if the fastest way that I could show you guys that my settings have been restored is to check on this one aside from the user profiles. Okay, all right, so going back, let's click on everything. Looks about right. Click on next. Yes. And all right, let's see. Yep. Okay. Looks good. Done. And this will take a while. So be right back as soon as this finishes. All right. All right. It finally finished and partially successful though. The one for Synology Drive, photos, and video stations failed, and most of the configurations are successful at least. It took mm, it finished earlier around 6:30, and it took 12 hours, 13 hours for it to finish rebuilding, or rather restoring the backup. And that's it. Let's check the network configuration real quick, or rather here in the application, none of my other other than these applications, if I'm not mistaken, only Plex is missing, I think. But everything seems good, but this wasn't able to synchronize properly, and this one as well. I'll be checking out which photos and videos I'm are missing. We'll get back to you on that. I really doubt I really doubt my pictures and or videos, any of them are missing. I think it's more of a configuration that's not been properly set up or restored, but we'll confirm on that. And as for this one, yep, the link's now aggregated. And I won't be showing you other information. I'd be blacking them out anyway, so never mind that. All right. And I'll just be checking on what files I'm missing, and I'd be right back, okay? All right. So far, so good. None of my files went missing. They're all there. First, I'd want to remind you guys to disable admin in regards to security, so put that back to disable. And as for security, re-enable firewall. And yeah, what happened was, my quick connect in an external access, my quick connect was disconnected, saying that the current account is still tied with the previous NAS it was installed in. And but I reconnected it and reassigned it to the current NAS installation, and everything went fine. My phone's able to connect to Synology photos and video station. None of the files were gone. Plex Media Server, after installing it, it was fine. All of the videos, movies are there still. No problem whatsoever. So main thing here is, to wrap things up, I switched from RAID 0 to SHR. Again, guys, I'm perfectly fine with RAID 0, especially I'm able to, take the benefit of having lots of capacity. But in regards to redundancy, that's zero, right? So I switched to SHR. You could use RAID 1 if you have two drives, similar drives there with you. But in my case, I only have one. But I prefer SHR still anyway, so that's fine. And again, RAID, guys, is not a backup. It's a means of, for continuity of its operation, and that's my main concern right now. In regards to backup, Me personally, I don't have any sensitive files can't uh, that I can't afford to lose. So it doesn't really matter to me. But I still back things up, but I do them just locally. Again, none of the files are sensitive anyway, but your situation may be different. So if your concern is you want to back things up more securely, or this video isn't for you. And yeah, in my next video, I'd be I'd be adding another drive, another 8 terabyte drive into my SHR configuration. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.